Shalom, family. It's me again, your scribe, Lady Smooth, Betty Erica, daughter of the Most High Ministry. So, I just wanted to come back here as forgive me, relaxing on the Sabbath, and I was just trying to get comfortable after giving that testimony and just meditating with the Most High on how much He has protected me, how much He has been there with me through all the testimonies and through all the things that I've experienced over the years. And all these things has started, I want to say it started at the end of 2019, going into COVID. And then after COVID, it just continued and it hasn't stopped until 2025. And this is the time. It's been about a year and a half now since I moved here, and I just felt so much peace and relief, like the Lord has finally given me rest from all the trials and tribulations that I have been through. I haven't told you guys the half. You guys have no idea. And even before that, it was beginning with me in the music industry, but then I slowed down from the music industry, backed off, and thought I was doing some things right, but not everything was right that I was doing, okay? Fellowship and doing the most, okay? Just doing the most. And not in a bad way, it's just that people pleasing, I want to say, but anyway, that's not why I'm on here. I'm on here because I wanted to tell you guys a little bit more detail about the pool pump. So the pool is connected to the main house, and the panels were connected to my house, okay? I didn't know that. And then when the DWP took, okay, let me tell you, first, I was laying in because I have a single, it was a studio, but it was a nice spacious studio. So I'm laying on the floor, which I consider part of my living room. If you see my old videos, I've done a few videos inside that house at that time. And I just laid there and I just thought, and I just said in my spirit, I said, Father, do you want me to die? I said, am I just supposed to be here and die because I am getting sick from this radiation? I can't move. I can't move like I want to. I can't work like I want to. I'm not happy, in this home. And I thought I would have peace here. I thought I had my own little house, And he just told me, just wait. And then there was a knock at my door. Boom, boom, boom. And then those two guys that was sent from the DMV, I don't know, they was just like human angels because they came with force, We got a call about some radiation here, and they said something about the water, check the water heater. And this was a suggestion from the management company, and I thank them for doing that much. However, they weren't on my side about a lot of things because they were cahoots with the owner, talking back and forth with the owner about whether or not they want to pay me back for all the extra bills I have from the DWP, from the pool pump. And that might you not, I'm not even allowed to use the pool, okay? I wasn't allowed to use the pool. This was the main house pool, the main people that rent the house, and they knew it. The husband knew it. He knew what he was doing. He knew it. This was a trap to have me die in that place and people not know how, people not know, I don't want to say that word, forgive me, unalive, in that place. People not know why or the causes or anything, because it was a setup. And then when they found out they couldn't do these things, and then when they found out I knew who they were, the tables turned. And then when they came in, they heard all the buzzing from the radiation, from the pool pump. And then they said, they said, it's this. And then they came and then they looked, they said, where's your electrical panels and stuff? I said, I don't know. Because there was a portable closet in front of everything that came with the place. I did not buy it, but it came with the place. They moved that thing and they found it. And then when they found the electrical panels, I'm like, wow, they shut all that mess off, okay? And then they disconnect the pool pump. And they said, maybe you need to have the owner to connect it to the main house so it won't disturb you. And I said, yeah. They said, because this is such a small place to hold so much power, you know. And the power was given off the radiation, because it's a small house. I don't use the pool. It wasn't even for me, but it was hooked up to me to scam me. And I'm paying for it, not even knowing. I mean, my bills were so high, guys. It was so freaking high. It was so freaking high. And then after I decided to move, I may have stayed like at least a month for free, because I didn't want to pay them, because they're wrong. They're wrong. And y'all know y'all wrong. You know you're wrong. So when Christ came to me and he told me stay as long as you want, and I stayed at least about a good 8 months before I actually left, I felt peace after that. I started to feel a little bit more relief. Before all of that, every night, when I tell you every night, when I thought I was even unsafe, I look up to the heavens, look up to the sky, and there were so many angels above my head. When I tell you, they weren't no little stars. They were big and huge stars. And I actually have a picture that I also posted in one of my videos about entertaining angels unaware. Please check it out. It's in my video list. I call it a video list because I noticed that on YouTube they have a playlist, videos, and then they have the shorts. Just check out the video list and look up entertaining angels unknowingly. I've been through something even during that time when I was doing music ongoing, So I just want to tell you guys that he watches over you. He watches over you. 1,000 shall fall by your side and 10,000 at your right hand, but none shall come near you. That is so true. That is so true. And I'm telling you, 1,000 was by my side, 10,000 was coming at me in all kinds of directions. These people was relentless with the bloodline of Judah. It must have been something about my blood that they were after, because when I told somebody about this, it's a random guy, Hispanic guy that I was talking to when I was thinking about doing some truck driving. I don't know why I thought about that, but I did. I wanted to do truck driving, and then people were like, "Are you crazy? You too feminine looking to be doing stuff like that." I don't know. They just told me. I was like, "How are you supposed to be looking as a truck driver?" I seen women do it. I don't know. Anyways, and when I told him my testimony, this is why I'm very careful who I tell him my testimony. He took it as a joke, like, "Well, who are you?" Like, "Well, you ain't all that to be," like that. Like, not even I'm not all that, but like, who are you? You're not like famous. You're not like this. You're not like that for everybody to be so after you and stuff like that. So why did you go through these things, And I couldn't explain to him why. I just told him I don't know. Okay? I don't know. And then later on, the Lord answered my question and told me, because my bloodline, my royal bloodline, and not only my royal bloodline, who he called me to be as his scribe, as his chosen lady. So thank you all for listening. I have more things. I'm closely thinking about doing a members only channel, so I can go deeper into these testimonies. Let me know if you guys want that, and I will consider it. So with that being said, I will talk to you all in the next video. We pray Psalms 91 on this channel. Bye.